welcome back to DivaDollFlawless. In today's video, I wanted to speak about this email that Cricut sent out earlier to its consumers or anyone who is signed up for their emails. If you are familiar with Design Space or the Cricut Maker, Cricut Explorer, Cricut Joy, any of the Cricut products, then you know that the function of those machines comes from the Cricut software, which is called Design Space. Now, I have made so many tutorials on this. I've also spoken multiple times on how buggy Cricut Design Space is or how limited it is. So now they're finally giving us an update that includes offsets, project collections, kerning, a lot of different things that we have pretty much been begging for years for, that Silhouette consumers have been able to do without a problem. Now, they gave us this email that told us all about this great update we're going to get. But unfortunately, at the end of the email, it stated that they are now going to be doing an update. And the way they worded it was that it was going to be an update for non-Cricut Access users, which whether you're a non-Cricut Access user or you are a Cricut Access subscription holder, it really doesn't matter, because if you decide that, you know what, I purchased this machine because Cricut stated that I didn't need the subscription. I find that I don't use the subscription, so I'm going to go ahead and cancel my subscription. You will no longer be able to do that. So this puts all of us in the same boat. Cricut now states that they feel like they can charge us a Cricut Access subscription in order to use the machine, because if not, your creative freedom will now be limited to 20 uploads a calendar month per calendar month. It will not roll over any of the 20 spots that you did not use. You're only allowed to use 20 spaces, or you're only allotted 20 uploads of your own designs to cut with your machine that you've paid hundreds of dollars for. And Cricut feels like this is appropriate. And I have been a Cricut Access user, as I stated, for years. I do not feel like Cricut Access has paid me back yet, simply because Design Space is so buggy. I get more problems than not. I love my machine. I feel like it cuts smoothly, but I've been very transparent since I've been a Cricut consumer about the ins and outs of this machine. I've taken the time to share the knowledge that I had to learn on my own on my YouTube channel to help those of you who are just getting started out. So I feel like this is my due diligence to speak on this, because this is just wrong. This is just bad business practice all across the board. The fact that now, if I decide that I do not want to pay for this Cricut Access subscription, I'm locked in. I have two Cricut Makers, and both of those machines have a MSRP of $399.99. So if I do not want to pay Cricut for the rest of my time that I have these machines, which is supposed to be years, it's already been a couple years, but from years on out, if I don't want to pay them, I'm only going to be limited to 20 of my own designs, which was not the case when I bought this. Cricut stated that you do not have to use the software, that you do not have to pay to use the software to upload any of your own images. They stated that they felt creative freedom should be free. Cricut Design Space is free to use for all file types, and there is no subscription required to cut your own images. Now, I used that information. I did my research prior to buying those machines. And now a couple years in, you're telling me that I have expensive paperweights sitting in my offices because you feel like I should just pay you for the rest of my life or until this machine dies. And then if I get a new one, to continue that same cycle. That's wrong. That's not the case with Silhouette. I have the business software edition. It was a one-time fee. And if I buy a Silhouette machine, I can just use it. I can just upload my designs, create my own designs, cut them, and be good to go. Not unless I want to pay them for their design studio. That's a different story. That is a yearly subscription, monthly subscription, however way you decide that you want to pay for it. But Cricut is telling you that this is the only option, that unless you pay them for Cricut Design Space all year, every day, year after year, you are only going to have a creative freedom of 20 uploads. That is just wrong. I do not agree with this. The fact that they didn't even upload this software yet, this new update didn't even come out yet, and so therefore we can't even speak to say if it is going to work. We can't even say, oh, this was the greatest thing. I just feel like, what am I getting for the Cricut Access subscription that I've been paying? What are you giving me for that money that I've been paying y'all, in addition to the thousands of dollars that have gone into not just these machines, but the mats, the supplies? You can't pay me for the countless numbers of hours that I've had to sit and redo a project over and over and over again because your system cannot handle it. That's just insane. I don't know how anyone else feels on this, but again, I will be very interested to know how you all feel about this. Looks to me like Cricut's about to use this resources that they've come up with to go on and get rid of a lot of their consumers. I feel like a lot of people are now going to just pull the plug on Cricut and just go over to Silhouette, because this is just not it. I do not like this. I don't agree with this. I've been a paying consumer for years, and it just seems like I am getting nothing back. It's just more and more and more money. They just released this daggone mug press. Can we get a bigger machine? Can we get a bigger cutting machine? We're finally getting an update, and to taint that, you're going to tell us that we have to pay a lifetime fee for it. No, not going to happen. That's just wrong. I will be canceling my Cricut Access subscription, and it seems like I need to go ahead and turn into a Silhouette user. I will be trying to get in contact with Cricut support, find out whether or not they are even taking any suggestions from the consumers, because it sounds to me like they should have done a poll on this first. But never in the email did they state what we were getting more of for our Cricut Access subscription. I would like more if you're telling me that there's a lifetime fee to use this paperweight. Basically, it's an expensive paperweight is what it's going to turn into. So I hope this helps someone. Thank you so much for watching. Please be sure to comment below so you can help anyone else in the matter, and I will see you all in the next video. Have a gorgeous day, dolls. Smooches. Mwah. Bye.